Hello friends, I just wanted to show you guys how to submit your assignment this week through Pixton. So we are going to be creating a comic strip about problem solving. So first thing that you're going to do is go to Pixton's website. Perfect. You're going to log in here in this upper right corner, and once you do that, you are going to go here to new comic. Once you are inside the new comic, you can kind of decide how you want to go about the scenery of this part of the project. So in what I said previously in this video, we do want to make a comic strip about problem solving, and how that's going to be portrayed through Pixton is there's going to be two characters having a conversation. You know, whether they're at the park or in the classroom or, you know, at football practice or dance or whatever, they're running into a problem. And these two people need to share their problem solving skills to find a solution for said problem. So let's just say that, you know, these people are having a problem in their backyard. You could choose this tree, or let's say that they're, you know, in the laboratory. We'll choose the laboratory for today. So if you guys want to add some panels, so when you add a panel, you're basically carrying on the conversation. So I am asking that you have at least 10 panels in the conversation that you have with your two characters. So to add a panel, I always just duplicate the panel, but I do that after I add my characters and stuff, so I'll get into that later. But I'm going to add my own character that I have, and then we are going to create a character, which is super duper fun. You can go through this entire thing. You can pick hair, their body, their skin color, their eye color, their glasses, their hats, whatever. And then you can kind of input those people into these scenes that you're having. So it's going to be me and Ada Lovelace. That is who's going to be having a problem today, and we're going to have a conversation about it to find a solution. So once I have my two characters here, this is where I start duplicating the panels. So like I said, you need to have at least 10. So you're going to just press these plus signs and duplicate until you have 10. And for each scene, what I do is I change the characters' posing, speech, and facial expressions. Again, I change their posing, speech, and facial expressions for each block of the comic. So first we're going to start off calm. You know, they're going to be talking and everything is going to be normal. They're kind of just looking at each other and they're like, hey, you know, we're running into a problem here and we're just a little bit upset about it. And, you know, you can look through all of these faces. So, you know, she's kind of upset about it. And then our friend over here is concerned about it as well. So once you have your characters and their posing and their faces, we also want to ensure that we are adding dialogue to these because that is making up the entirety of the project itself. So we're going to add speech. And here you can input all of your speech bubbles. So I'm going to say like, hello friend, and I'm going to input that there. You can move the speech bubble to wherever you'd like. And then this friend is responding and saying, hey, you know, I'm frustrated. We're having a problem and I'm frustrated. Perfect. So this is the conversation that they're having here. So each comic block, you are just going to carry on the conversation, you know, okay, why are you frustrated? What can we do to fix this? And then you're going to integrate the problem solving techniques that you and your partner came up with for this project. So once you have all of your stuff, you know, you can even change the scenery, like, hey, you know, let's walk outside and have this conversation, or, you know, let's go to the beach and finish this conversation. You can add different backgrounds and different characters into your dialogue just based off of what you want. You can also add some props, you can add some pets, and you can really just customize it however you'd like, which is exciting. And you can also add sounds, which is exciting up here. You can add that to your comic as well. So once you have that done, you just want to share it. we're just going to call this week 12 lesson for right now. And then it's going to create a link here. And you are going to copy said link and post it for the assignment this week. So like I said, look at the directions before this Pixton tutorial, and I will leave some directions after just to ensure that you guys understand what is on the rubric for this week. And I just wanted to give you guys a tutorial for Pixton so that it is easier for you. Please feel free to reach out if any of you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to your creations this week. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you all soon, okay?